Welcome back. Now, his works include Road To Azania, which was released in 2016, and Maluju Africa, which hit the shelves 5 years earlier. That's singer-songwriter, multi-instrumentalist, music producer, and of course, record label owner Lolo Rollins, who needs little to no introduction. While the well-traveled composer is one of the most organic musicians in the country, Rollins has now released his third album. It's titled Son of the Soil, and he joins us in studio to tell us more. Lolo, a very good morning to you. A warm welcome to Morning Live.
Good morning, Lex.
For most musicians, I want to talk about how did the lockdown affect you and the fact that you guys couldn't perform live. What did that period mean for you musically?
These are the results of Son of the Soil. Most of the production was done during the lockdown. But in 2020, I did a PJ Powers song, which we recorded World in Union. That song, that's the big song that was used for the Rugby World Cup.
Right.
Yeah, we did that one for just to give the essential workers that oomph, during the time. But yeah, these are the products of the lockdown.
Yeah.
Which is a 14-track album, Son of the Soil. Yeah.
Tell us more about it. I mean, what's the inspiration behind it?
Well, Son of the Soil, it means it's about humbling yourself, as a man, be a protector, be a guide, because right now we are faced with a lot of this negativity stuff, mainly for us as men. So I'm just enlightening that aspect of saying we just have to humble ourselves, protect our queens. As you heard, I sang about Afro Queen.
Yeah.
But there are so many subjects on the album. It's a continuation from my previous album, which is Road To Azania. And a continuation from Maluju Africa, which was more about unity in the continent.
Why have you decided to keep it as organic as possible, for what we know you for?
Nowadays, we are spoiled for choice with music. And I look music in terms of exporting, We work globally. So globally, what they expect is unique sounds. So with my sounds, what I do, it's a fusion, it's a blend of all the rhythms from around the world. So we call it world music, because you can pick up a little of Cape Verde, Angolan vibes, the samba music, the South African vocals and all that, Yeah, so it's a global sound,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speak to us about how, or who, in fact, let me start there. Who did you work with on this particular album?
This one was complicated because mainly it was done during those times of lockdown.
Yeah.
So I did everything because I'm a multi-instrumentalist. I write, I play different instruments. The only person that I worked with on this album was the saxophone player. That's the only instrument that I didn't play. Kaya Dlamini is another recording great brother, which I featured on the previous album. The previous album, Road To Azania, that's where I had a lot of collaborations. Sibusile Kaba, Goodwill Dlamini, guitarist, a lot of people. Kaya Dlamini was also there on that one as well. So on this one, yes, I'm alone. Yeah. Back to basics.
And what lessons came with that? I mean, having to do everything alone.
Well, this is my first production as a sound engineer. I did the sound engineering part, mixing engineer. The only thing that I didn't do was the mastering. It was a writing with a pencil and erasing. It was a long process. It took me about 6 years to put the whole project together. It's, as you can see, it's a 14-track album, which is not easy. Yeah.
And when were you finally happy to say, okay, I'm done with this now? Because I imagine you're a perfectionist, did I know that?
I'm still not happy. It's like you can go back and say, okay, let me fix here, let me fix there,
Yeah.
But what is good about recording, I was talking to another legend last week, who's my mentor, by the way, the Stimela bassist, Prachabus Bumbe. I always consult with him. He said, no, man, you know, during times like this, it's more about putting our catalog, you know. It's not about the commercial kind of things, because our music is not commercial, you know. So I'm happy with my catalog so far. It's flowing. I've got 3 albums that are timeless, you know.
Right.
Yeah, so it's all about that. We should cancel a bit of the commercialism on recordings, because a recording, it's something that is recorded. It's a legacy. Yeah.
And why have you decided to go the whole album route? Because we're seeing now a lot of artists are doing EPs, you know, just the little snippets, and just so that they can give us a taste of, you know, their music. Why have you decided to stick to traditional 14 tracks?
I'm old school.
Yeah.
You know, for me, promoting a single is exactly like promoting an album. And for me, I love all my songs. So taking one song and saying, no, this is the best song. Just not, like today you said I must prepare 2 songs, which was very difficult. So no, I think I'm old school. I've got people who still believe in collecting our music. So rather let them have the everything. Then they will choose the songs that they like. Yeah.
And then where are you going to promote this album? I mean, you just released on Friday.
It's fresh. It's fresh. Right now, like I'm doing radio stations. I'm gunning for all spaces, you know, in the media, because right now music is broad. And there are many channels. Online, we work in Europe, we work in America, you know, and all that. So there are many spaces. I don't know with this one, it will just take me, you know. It will take, I've been there, so I don't know where it's going to go. But I'm open to anyone who wants to say, hey, let's work. With this project and other projects that we've done, you know. So
far, what's been the response? I know
people are so happy and looking forward, because it takes me a very long time to release. My last album was 2016, so it's about 6 years of my people being taste of this kind of vibe, you know. But as much as it takes me 6 years, it might take you another 6 years to digest what I've done.
Right.
You know? Yeah. So it's not easy music to be, you know, consumed and you know, and say, no, I understand. So you develop some of the songs as time goes on. You know? Yeah. So hopefully it will work for the industry and all that.
All right. Lolo, so good to see you. Thank you so much for talking to us. Singer, producer, multi-instrumentalist Lolo Rollins speaking to us about his latest album.